Now you understand risk management. You understand that every time you enter a trade, you have risk and you have reward. And you need to build the ultimate system that makes you a consistent trader and not a gambler. Now you're ready for the charts. I'm going to show you these red and those green icons. You've seen them everywhere. You see them all over TradingView, and these are called candlesticks. And by understanding the different types, will ultimately build you a powerful, profitable strategy that you can use to trade every day. You can see the excitement on my face. Let's get into it. Candlesticks represent price action. Now you get two different types of candles. You get a bullish candle, and this is when price opens in an area and closes above where it opened, forming a green candle, showing that the bulls won the fight in that time. Then you get a bearish candle, and this is when price opens in an area and closes below where it opened, forming a red candle, showing that the bears won that round. Now you get four key components to each candlestick. Where price opened to where it closed, that part is called the body. Then you get the lowest point and the highest point that price hits in that time frame, and those are called wicks. Now what you don't know is there are actually different time frames within each candlestick. For example, if you look at this daily candle, you will see clearly which team won for the day. But what you don't know is if you zoom in, there are actually two 12-hour candles. There are actually three 8-hour candles, and there are six 4-hour candles inside of that daily candle. So you may have seen who won the whole fight, but by zooming in, you're able to see which team won each round. And by you being able to see this can show you a whole different perspective of what the rest of the market are seeing and ultimately give you advantage over the rest. Now let's jump onto the charts. I'm going to show you all the different types of candlesticks that you get and what they actually represent. Let's get into it. Now that we're on the chart, you can clearly see the difference between the green and the red, which are the bulls and the bears. Now, one thing that's very important to understand with candlesticks is you get two main categories. You get continuation candlesticks and you get reversal candlesticks. Now, continuation candlesticks are basically candles that are moving really strong in one direction. And ultimately, they have really big bodies and small wicks. And all of that basically means is there's not much fight about what direction they're going in. They're clearly moving in one way and the market wants to move in that way. You're not seeing much fight against that. Then you get the reversal candlesticks. Now, reversal candlesticks are where you're seeing fight. You usually see a lot of long wicks, and it basically happens when we get to a certain point where the other team disagrees with the team that's trying to take control and they start to show fight. And this can be candlesticks that give you clues on when the market's basically going to start changing trend. Now let me show you how to actually identify which candlesticks they are. Are they continuation or are they reversals? And how do you trade either of them? So for example, if we're on the chart here, you could see over here how price moved down very quickly. But you see there's not much fight. You see really big bodies and you can see it's clearly moving in one direction. This is continuation. This is showing that we're moving in one direction and we're not getting a fight from the other team. And that's why you're seeing a very fast acceleration in one direction. And if you go back in the history, you'll see many different times where you'll start to see the continuation to the down or the upside. Now, how can you use a continuation pattern to your advantage? Now, for example, if you got out of the market and all of a sudden you see the market starts to drop and it's forming these really big candles, it's giving you the indication, don't get back in, leave the market to drop. It clearly does not want to bounce here or wants to recover. They want the market to go down. Now, let me show you what a continuation candlestick looks like and how do you actually trade with them. So if you have a look over here, you could see that the market shot up very quickly and you can see really big green candles. That's a continuation candle. There's no wick, really big bodies showing that the market really wants to go in that direction. You are not getting much fight. Now, the way this works, if you bought into the market and all of a sudden it starts to accelerate and you're getting these big candles, it's giving you an understanding to keep holding. There's not much resistance. The market's not fighting against you. So hold that position until something basically changes. Now, this works the same when the markets are going down. Let's say you've gotten out of the market, you were scared, and all of a sudden the market starts to accelerate down and you're seeing these big bodies. It means that the market wants to continue down. So what this is going to help you with, it's going to help you not jump the gun. It's going to help you not just jump in and just buy. You're going to basically wait till the market settles or starts to show a little bit of fight. But when you're seeing big candles like this, there's no fight happening right now, and you should not be in a rush to buy back into the market. Now let me show you reversal candlesticks. Now remember, a team is always going to try be dominant. And when you can clearly see that through the candles, those are continuation. Don't fight with it. Let it do what it needs to do. But at some point, when one team is overpowering, you're going to get to an area where the other team says, no, I want control back. And you can actually see that in the candle. And we like to use these as reversals, as ways to understand when to enter trades or exit the markets. Let me actually show you how these look. So these candlesticks, you've got two different main forms that I want you guys to pay attention to. You get the pin bar candle. Now, a pin bar candle is a candle with a really long wick. And remember, a candlestick tells you a story. Let me show you what story was told in this candlestick. When it opened in an area, it actually dropped first. So the bears, the red team, were winning really quick until it got to a certain area and the bulls bought it up. And they managed to buy this candle up all the way back into the green. And when you see something like this, it's usually when you get to a really big area of interest where the big guys or someone really big is buying up at that time. And you always want to be fishing with the big guys. That's the team you want to be on. So you will see many times when you see a long wick that gets bought up like this, they can tend to be reversals. And you can see very clearly that once this candle pulled up, you could see how the market then went up after that. And I'll show you another example of the previous candlestick over here. It opened, it went really low, it got bought straight back up, all of a sudden the market reversed. Now you also get pin drop candles in the opposite direction. For example, if you have a look over here, you can see the clear story that the candle opened, the bulls then bought up and we started rallying up. All of a sudden, the other team said no, and they sold into all the buys. And what happened was they ended up overpowering, forming this wick and the red candle. And as soon as you saw that, all of a sudden, the whole market reversed. So whenever you are seeing a fight of a certain area where you're getting these long wicks and you're seeing it being completely bought up or sold into, it's giving you an indication that the market can be turning in the opposite direction. Now, there's another very important reversal candlestick to understand, and these are called engulfing candlesticks. Now, what this basically means is when the market's moving in one direction and it's moving gradually, and all of a sudden the opposite team sends a really big candle that basically swallows all of the hard work from the previous team, that's called engulfing. And this can also be a big sign of reversal. For example, if you have a look what was happening over here, you could see very clearly that we were moving down, and we're moving down pretty strong, and the red team were winning, okay? And then all of a sudden you see this big green candle, and you see how it's a lot bigger than the red one. And this is called a bullish engulfing candle. And when this usually happens, it can give you a good sign of a possible reversal. And you could see soon after that, the market started to reverse and the green team started getting into the lead. Then what happened? We got to a certain area where the red team were not happy anymore and they wanted to take control again. And you could see how this red candle ended up being a lot bigger than the previous green one. And these are called bearish engulfing candles. And you could soon see after that how price then reversed. So when we're moving in one direction, we want to continue with that momentum. So when you see either of these engulfing candles, it can give you that clue that there can be a possible reversal. Remember, if a team is clearly in the lead, it needs to continue in that momentum. If the other team all of a sudden sends a bigger candle than the previous ones, that's giving you an early sign. And obviously we have the long wicks as well. Be very aware of the pin bar candles. You're going to see them many different times in your career. And these sort of candles are even more powerful on higher time frames, looking at larger points of view of the market. Now you understand the basics of candlesticks, and you understand the two main categories. We've got the reversal candlesticks and the continuation ones. Now, if you start putting these candles next to each other, they actually start to form a pattern. And once you have a pattern, you could start looking for breakouts. You start looking at areas of where to buy and even areas on when to take profits. This is one of my most exciting things to teach you guys, and this is coming up next.